This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know.
そうカズ貴様はこれも計算のうちかジョジョというこれも計算のうちこの一瞬がジョジョの切断された腕に気を取られた一瞬がカズの運命を分けた避けられるはずの下からの着弾弾にさらに押し上げられたこれも計算のうちかジョジョ当たり前だぜこのジョジョは何から何まで計算づくだぜ一択の喝采を
Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of Trashtalk on Lancer. In today's episode, Swallowtail. The swallowtail butterflies are a part of a large butterfly family of over 550 species. They are large, colorful and most importantly, has the ability of mimicry. Mimicry is basically an evolved ability to look like something else, and the swallowtails utilized Bayesian mimicry to make it look similar to other species of butterflies that are harmful and poisonous to predators, lessening its chance of getting eaten. Named after the butterfly, Swallowtail utilized the same ability to make it blend into the environment, making its target oblivious to its presence as it analyzes their weakness. Onto its stat, Swallowtail has low health, high evasion and high E-defense. It's fast on its feet, but its heat cap is terrible. However, it has an amazing sensor range with a nice tech attack bonus. Onto its traits, Swallowtail has two of them. Integrated cloak turns Swallowtail invisible if it didn't move on its turn. However, the invisibility will break when it moves, takes a reaction or starts its next turn, meaning it's entirely visible on its turn. The second is prophetic scanners. Whenever Swallowtail locked onto a target, the target can get shredded as it discovered their weakness, rendering their armor, resistance and most of their defensive measures useless. However, you can only do this once per round, as otherwise Swallowtail would be absolutely ridiculous. Onto its weapon mount. It actually has two of them, a double O and a flex. It also comes with 6 base system points. As for its core power, Swallowtail launches out the cloud's attacks and swarms to perform prophetic interjection. Essentially, everywhere its eyes it could see, it can potentially foresee the future. Once per round, when an ally you can see is being attacked by an enemy you can see, you can predict it as a reaction. To do so, roll a d6. If it's 4 and above, you have predicted the attack and your ally gains resistance to all damage from the attack. Your ally could also teleport 3 spaces in any direction as that where they actually are. If it's 3 and below, you failed to predict the attack but your ally can still teleport 6 spaces in any direction. A very useful support core power that can both protect and move your allies. Onto the rest of the license, you get Scout Drone and Marker Light in the first section. Scout Drone. Just Scout. Upon using the system, you can deploy a drone within your sensor range and line of sight that can do the following in a small area. Granting perfect vision to the area, preventing enemies from benefiting from invisibility, and losing high if they end their turn in the area. The drone will also reveal the current HP, evasion, E-defense, and heat cap of all targets in the area too. On top of all that, the drone is invisible itself, making it difficult to be destroyed. You can also recall it or redeploy it to another area with a quick action. Marker Light just marks stuff with a beam of light. You gain a full tech option that you can use to perform a tech attack to a target within your sensor range and line of sight. On hit, the target gets 4 heat, is locked on, and before the start of your next turn, when an allied character attack your target, as a reaction, you can declare that your ally has attacked its weak point for massive damage, as their attack is now a critical hit if it wasn't already. In the second section, you get Oracle LMGI and low profile aside from the Swallowtail frame itself. Oracle LMGI. Is basically an upscaled machine gun that can shoot over covers and is very accurate. However, it costs 1 SP just to mount it, so better put it to use when you have it. Low profile is where one finally finds the secret to hiding well. Crouching. Upon activation, search roll to find your mech while hidden is at +1 difficulty. All ranged and tech attack towards you also have +1 difficulty, but these come at the cost of your mech being slowed and unable to perform attack of any kind. Of course, you can still perform all other actions when this is active. In the final section, you get Athena class NHP and cloaking field. Athena-class NHP lets you see everything in a wide area within 50 spaces of you upon activation, as if, Swallowtail isn't seen enough stuff. You basically get a 3D model of everything within the area, even through wall and cover, all in extreme details that's honestly more dependent on how well your GM can remember stuff. However, while you have sight to everything here, you still don't get line of sight through wall and obstacles for weapon fire. Within the area, enemies lose hiding and invisibility if they end their turn there, and they cannot hide or be invisible if they are already in the area. They also immediately get locked on and cannot benefit from cover. You also get perfect information on the statistic, weapons and systems of your enemies as long as they are within the area. As if this wasn't enough, the area also lasts through the end of the scene or 30 minutes for narrative purpose. You can also move this area with a quick action just to check stuff out in another area. And lastly, Cloaking Field. Upon activation, you and your nearby allies will become invisible until the end of your next turn. However, your allies must remain close to you to benefit from the invisibility. And if you get stunned, take damage or deactivate the module, the effect will end. As a conclusion, Swallowtail is a very powerful scout mech that can see just about everything within its field. It might not be powerful on its own, but put it around a squad of competent teammates, and you will always know the enemy's next step.
カーズは二度と地球へは戻れなかった。鉱物と生物の中間の生命体となり、永遠に宇宙空間をさまようのだ。そして死にたいと思っても死ねないので、そのうちカーズは考えるのをやめた。